I got Ronald Reagan's senior yearbook and a letter that's signed by Reagan.
Did he sign the yearbook at all?
No, there's no signatures at all in the yearbook.
I hate when people do that.
So how did you sign people's yearbook?
For the guys, I would just sign, you know, have a nice summer, nice to know you. For the girls, I would just leave my number.
Okay.
Came down to the pawn shop today to try and sell my Reagan yearbook and signed letter I got. It's time to sell it so we can buy the car my mom wants. I'd like to get $2,500 for it today. I don't think I'd take any less than $1,500.
So where'd you get this stuff?
The yearbook was my grandpa's. He went to school with Ronald Reagan. Of the one person in the whole year they spelled his name wrong, the one that ends up being the president.
Donald Reagan. His nickname was Dutch. Life is a grand, sweet song. Start the music.
It's really deep.
This is really cool. Ronald Reagan was chosen as president of the student body. I mean, look, here's like a high school play that Reagan was a part of. Here he is on the football team. I mean, you can't deny the guy was definitely an overachiever.
When you think of all the things Ronald Reagan accomplished in his life, being an actor, president of the United States, it's kind of funny to look at him as your typical teenager who played football and starred in the school play. I bet the editor of the yearbook is still kicking himself for getting his name wrong.
The letter, my dad was doing a fundraising auction, and being from Dixon, Ronald Reagan's hometown, they decided to see if he'd come back and try and help him raise some money for it.
Did he come back?
Nope, as the letter says, he was on the campaign trail, so he wasn't able to make it back in time.
I'm sorry I missed the Dixon JC's benefit and hope you will give me another opportunity in the future. Ronald Reagan. P.S. I remember your parents very well, and Bill was a good friend of mine.
They must have known each other pretty well. I know he saved my grandma when he was a lifeguard at the river there. Apparently he was a ladies' man, and they'd go out and act like they were drowning in the river.
Grandma knew how to get a guy's attention.
That's right.
My dad is a huge Ronald Reagan fan, and we've sold a ton of Reagan memorabilia. Both the book and the letter look legit. I just gotta know how to price them. You mind if I call a buddy of mine down here? I'm just not really, it's not that I think you're lying, I just like to have it checked out more. I kind of want to know what his signature's going for these days. Look.
All right, got a couple things for you to look at.
Yeah, you were talking about the Reagan pieces, huh? The guys usually call me when they have questions with regard to autographs and all different aspects of a document to determine if it's authentic or not.
You're gonna have to buzz out the magnifying glass? Can you tell from here?
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna check out the details. Forgers can easily print up a letterhead, you know, make it look official. Well, one major thing that we're always gonna be looking for is the capital R is always supposed to be larger in the first name than in the last name. I need to see that the D is tilted back a bit because that's a style that he would always do. Very interesting. T-bars are at the top. Okay. If we take all the evidence together in its totality, this is beautiful. This is 100% authentic.
Great. I was glad to hear that it was real. It's pretty cool having something that's signed by Reagan, but it's time to sell it and get some money.
So what do you think it's worth?
It's not while he was president. If he was president, it'd be worth more. But it is on his personal letterhead. You got a little personalization writing down at the bottom. I would say altogether, the value of both the book and the letter, you know, if you framed it up nice, retail $2,500, $3,000.
Really?
Yeah, right about there.
Great.
All right.
Looks like he scored.
All right.
Congratulations. I think it's very fascinating that the guy's grandfather knew Ronald Reagan before he was anybody. Very interesting piece, definitely.
So what do you think, Big Hoss?
Thinking around 1,800.
I'm thinking, I mean, he said 25 to 3 grand, so how about 2,500?
I would offer you that, ma'am, but I'm gonna have to frame it, and this is all gonna have to go together in one piece, and it's gonna have to be in a way that I can present it and sell it to somebody.
2,100. I mean, where else are you gonna get another one? Senior yearbook, signed letter, personalized.
Well, if it was personalized to me, it'd be worth something, but I'll give you 2 grand if it helps you out.
All right.
Deal.
We settled on 2,000. It's a little bit less than I was hoping for, but I think it's a fair price. I'm glad to have the money.
Wow, this thing is nice.
This is a casting out.
This is like one of the holy grails of American coins.
I'll do 95, and that's it.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to take it home.